NBA OGs, take one.
First up, I want to talk about the photo a little bit, right? The precipice is that as it mirrored the 92 Bird Magic Michael photo, right? And that was the beginning of it all, right? USAB, NBA players, guys of your caliber playing with each other. International game blew up. So here we are 30-something later, 30 years later, stars here. Just kind of talk about that.
I mean, it speaks for itself, I think, in terms of how iconic that picture is. The guys that represent our country with the dream team, and to know everything they did in their respective careers, the resumes, the championships, all that type of stuff. Like, they had mutual respect for each other to understand what it meant to have USA across the chest, and like, that is an iconic picture that we are all probably fans of growing up, and to be in a position where we get to recreate it is an honor, I think, just because it's a kind of a timestamp for us, which is dope.
What about everybody getting to play with other great players together? Like, you got like a guy like Anthony Edwards, you're his favorite player, playing together. I know you love playing with Jay Kidd, like that opportunity through the years, and now.
I mean, it's just a blessing, to be honest, you know, to be able to, I mean, your whole life you want to be able to play, you know, around great players, great minds, great basketball people that just love the game. And, you know, Team USA has always given us that opportunity to be able just to be alongside, you know, some of the greats that's ever played this game, and be able to just be around them, see how they work, how they prepare, you know, and then it all goes down to just one common goal, and that's just winning the gold medal. So, you know, it's pretty dope.
You know, you see these guys come up, you know, from high school, you see him in college, grind up to be who they are right now, and the stamina that you had to still be in the league for 20 years. What's that, 14, 15 for you?
Just going into 16.
16, yeah. You know, and that love of the game will keep these guys, you know, getting up in the morning, and that's inspiring to everybody, not just basketball players, but everybody from all walks of life, you know. So it's just a joy being around people like that.
Talk about the respect you have for each other's game on the court, but as important as men, peers.
I mean, I think the game speaks for itself. I think we would be doing each other a disservice if we just talked about the game. I mean, I think just the way how we handle business, you know, off the floor, how we've, you know, built ourselves up and our families and our culture and our communities. You know, I think the game is going to speak for itself. That's going to live, you know, forever. I mean, I think we've cemented ourselves when it comes to the game of basketball and what we do. But I think the admiration comes from, you know, like Kay just said, just the longevity, you know, to be able to wake up every single day and be able to still have the drive to want to be great, you know, to want to be legendary every single day. Like, we've been in this league over 15 years plus, you know, respectively. And we've seen talent and guys come in and, you know, be in for 4 or 5 years, or some can crack, you know, 8 years, maybe 10 years or whatever. And, you know, guys start to fizzle out for some, you know, reason, whatever. That's, you know, that's to be whatever to be known or to be said in that order. But, you know, for us to still be playing at this level, you know, in our respective careers, but the drive that we have and being alongside them, seeing just, you see why. You see why. You know, everybody sees the finished product when we get out on the floor, we put the uniforms on, but, you know, the work that it goes into it, you know, to even get to that point, that's respected, you know. You know, people always talk about, like, would you rather be loved or respected more? And for me, it's always about respect. People can lie about love all the time, say they love you and all that stuff. People will lie to your face, tell you they love you, but you can always gauge when somebody's not respecting you, you know, and I think we've earned that respect.
How about you guys and respect for each other?
I mean, I think Kay kind of mentioned, just we all have like an experience of either watching each other play and knowing each other when we first met to now, and like that evolution is just so dope to watch, because you truly understand what it takes to be great at this level and balance everything that you have to as a man, as a father, husband, businessman, like whatever box you check, like it's a lot. And I think to gracefully handle all of those roles in your life and be able to put on for your family, keep raising the bar, what it means to be a professional athlete in this day and age, the pressures that you feel to have to keep delivering over and over and over again, in all of those different areas. Like, not a lot of people can sit in these chairs and be able to talk that language, so it is really amazing to know like where we come from. I remember like playing AAU against K back in the day. Lebron, the first time I asked you to send a jersey to Davidson for this auction I had, and you sent it like 2 days later. I was a nervous sophomore in college, like really trying to come into my own and that whole deal, and just the way that he treated me back in the day, like it meant a lot to me to give me confidence to be able to get to this level. And then the battles on the court too, like you look at each other a lot of different ways when you're on the cross the line and when you're teammates and whatnot, but that respect is always there. So just to see how the whole package has evolved over the course of our careers is, I don't know if we really, like even right now, like we still have a lot to accomplish on the court. This is a good moment to kind of take a breath and talk about it a little bit, but I think that time's coming even down the road when it's all said and done, even more so, just because it is truly, I hate talking about ourselves like that, but it's an iconic kind of thing to be able to, you know, be able to talk about basketball life the way that we can, and give honor to all the people that have helped us get here. So it's pretty dope to know, you know, what we've been able to accomplish.
Years of just hearing these guys talk, hearing Bron talk coming up, and he always emphasized keeping the main thing. And you see how much balance, you know, these guys have with their lives. I don't have kids and a family and a wife, but these guys, we all businessmen, we all doing things off the floor. But to still get up to go to the gym at 6 a.m., to still want to put up 1,000 shots every day, to still love the game the way you love it with all the distractions that's being thrown at you, the high expectations from everybody around you. But to keep that joy and love for the game first is something that I admire. And that's what's keeping me going, keeping all of us going. You know, it's that love of the game, and that shines bright every time you see them step on the floor. And then when you see them as teammates and how they prepare for those games, it just brings a smile to my face because, you know, these